Hello everyone and welcome to Best Side Cycling. Today I'm in Vancouver, BC with my Brompton and it's a beautiful spring day and I'm going to show you some of the must-try, most popular routes around here on the Seaside Greenway around False Creek. This will be the full ride with my live commentary so you really know what it's like. So let's get right into it. Today I'm here in Vancouver and behind me is the Science World as well as BC Place, and it's a beautiful day today with a ton of people and I'm here perfectly with my yellow Brompton, and what I'm going to do today is ride around sort of a loop around False Creek. I don't think there's an official name for this route, but it's basically the most sort of touristy and scenic spots. You're gonna see a lot of people today, so let's just get on our bikes and then we'll talk along the way. Okay, so let's get going here. There's definitely gonna be no shortage of things to see and talk about today, but yeah, here we are right near where the Ontario Greenway sort of comes off and also close to the main street station from the SkyTrain. So I like this spot to start just because it's super easy to connect through bike here, but just throughout this whole loop there's a lot to talk about, a lot to see, and yeah, this is definitely the place to bring someone to ride around Vancouver. There is the very famous sort of seawall, Stanley Park, but I think this loop is probably the other sort of main area. But the reason why I brought the Brompton, as you can see, is just the number of people today. It's just going to be sort of a chill ride going through, and no better ride to do that than this, because the mountains are clearly out today. Yesterday was pouring rain, and then today it became abundantly super clear, so it's pretty cool. And I think just like Seattle, everyone out in Vancouver comes out when the weather is nice. So yeah, this should be a fantastic time to show you around my hometown. Yeah, so for those of you that watch the channel, you'll know I'm from Vancouver, but I actually didn't learn to bike here until, yeah, I went to Seattle, and then I started biking around there just a few years ago, really, where I really started to pick it up. So I'm sort of rediscovering Vancouver sort of on my own as well. So so in some ways I'm like a tourist as well in this city, but we're gonna follow this loop here to the left. And actually from this point onwards, the route that we're on exactly right now is the ending of the Seattle to Vancouver party route. So if you do that later this August, you'll be riding this exact path at the very end as you approach Lam Park. So up ahead there, that's BC Place. And then I think this is like some convention centers and stuff. Canadian geese on the side as always. But yeah, today is gonna be a super busy day because yesterday was like pouring rain, and then now it's about 15 degrees, really comfortable. If you see me without gloves, it means it's pretty warm because usually my hands can't really take that much. But on your left, so yeah, these paths will be full of all sort of people just trying to enjoy the day, enjoy Vancouver. So really, just take your time and chill out here. You'll see a lot of bike rentals too. The Lime bikes aren't as popular here, but they have those sort of docked bikes. I think now they're called Roger bikes. They used to be Shaw bikes, but those are a good option too if you want to use that just to ride around and check out the city. But we'll probably go all the way towards till we get to some of probably the nicest bike lanes around here on Beach Avenue, and then get to the other side of False Creek and turn back. But yeah, if not, just enjoy the vibes coming through. But yeah, it's a really big shame that I didn't really grow up riding bikes, because when I was growing up, it was just sort of like, I don't know, we just took cars. I mean, I took the bus to get to school, but yeah, I've seen the SkyTrain come on and all this stuff. I didn't realize how close things would be by bike, but glad I could do it now. And over here to the left is that False Creek I was mentioning. I don't think these paths here have any names, but yeah, if you loop around here, you'll see like Granville Island, all the sort of top hits of Vancouver. So you really can't go wrong here. And a lot of common sort of pattern here is they sort of separate the pedestrians and bikes. So that's really great. This gives us a little bit extra room to maneuver. And this bridge here should be this is Canby Bridge. And up ahead is going to be Burrard. So there's multiple bridges coming in and out of the downtown. And yeah, the downtown sort of sits north of everything else. Got some volleyball and other sports going on here. And over here too, the cherry blossoms are starting to peak. On your left. On your left. Oh, this guy's a cool signal. It beeps too. We'll just keep going straight. But yeah, we're not too far from Lam Park now. So for those of you that's ridden RSVP, you'll definitely recognize this route. And then, yeah, on your left. It's just like a big sidewalk here. Little. Alright, but yeah, a lot of pedestrians, so definitely look out. Watch out for bikes. Yeah, a lot of people here also don't know the sort of separation they put out on purpose. But now, yeah, like some of these parts here too. But there's a lot of artwork all around, so yeah, we're definitely just taking it, enjoying this beautiful day. I think I might have messed up there. Whoops. But we'll find our way. But yeah, cherry blossoms everywhere today. And just everybody out. All the boats and stuff. And then now we're pretty much approaching the Yale Town, which is this pretty nice neighborhood in downtown. I live just like I do in Seattle, in the suburbs south of Vancouver called Richmond. It has a lot of characteristics similar to Bellevue. It's definitely bigger roads, not as easy to bike, and a lot more Asian amenities as well. So maybe that's no coincidence, but we will keep going along here where we can get some really clear pictures of the water.
What is it?
Looking really nice.
Oh wow, there's a lot of people. I wonder if there's a special event going on today. Probably not. It's probably just a nice day here. There's like a gathering right over there. People rollerblading here. This is gonna be a big hoot, especially once we get over to English Bay. That's where everybody is, and everybody's just chilling and enjoying the sun. So yeah, this is the finish line right here at Lam Park. So good to look forward to this, but we're definitely just gonna keep rolling today, as there's still a lot more stuff to see. Oh. Everybody here's taking pictures. I'll show you what's happening here. Everybody here is taking pictures with all the different cherry blossoms that are around. This reminds me of sort of UW in the quad. I didn't know this was a thing, but it's happening, definitely happening right now. But yeah, let's just keep on rolling. So, let's see here. Gonna go straight, excuse me. Yeah, I think this is actually the busiest time I've ever ridden through here. I don't think I've ever been here at such a busy time, which definitely makes sense given the season right now. But on your left, on your left. And we'll just make do. But yeah, especially around the southwestern portion of this loop, I actually might have to do some wayfinding. I'm not the most familiar with it at this current time, but this section I know it pretty well. Oh, over there's a bunch of boats on the water. There's like water taxis and stuff, so pretty similar. And then that big bridge up there is the Burrard Bridge, featuring one of the bike lanes I have shown on this channel before, and that is one of the busiest bike lanes in North America. So we'll definitely see there, because basically around there is like all the areas around a couple beaches, super popular beaches around here. So Yep. Watch out here. Yeah. Alright, on your left. Yeah, those are the Rogers bikes that I have not seen before actually. This is my first time seeing those. But once I saw the red bikes, I was like, that's different. So this loop overall is actually really quite short, but it's filled with a ton of stuff and a ton of people. But I do want to take you over to Beach Avenue at least before we cross over to the other side using the Burrard Street bike lanes. Just because I know that place is probably popping off right now, just with how nice it is. And it is a really cool thing because from what I understand, that Beach Avenue bike lane was basically just implemented during the pandemic. So oh, there's so many people. Nice. That's a fun setup. Front row seat. I think. Okay. On your left. Pretty sure we can keep going straight, follow these signs, and we'll get there. Seawall, use Beach Avenue, detour. Okay, well, I know how to follow signs. That's actually, yeah, one of the very underrated things when you're just new to a city and just like following these signs. But yeah, this is Beach Avenue here, and I'm going to show you these bike lanes. This is a video I've been wanting to do for a long time, and given that I'll be releasing my final chapter of the RSVP route, I figured it'd be fitting to show off just this whole area. But I'm only here for a day, so I'll be back home in Seattle soon. Yeah, but oh geez. So these are what these are like, and these are some wide bike lanes with these concrete barriers here. So this is pretty sweet. And I'll take a pause once we get to the most busy parts. We probably won't go all the way into Stanley Park today. I'll probably leave that for another ride on your left. But we definitely get to some real highlight spots with this route. Slowing. As well as you can start to see sort of North Vancouver in the distance and all the mountains at the back. But this is a route that you should feel comfortable bringing like almost anyone riding. There's like kids and stuff and everything. As well as roadies that usually are coming from like the mountains up north, North Van. Probably doing the Triple Crown or something and then coming back. This sort of route you would take. But yeah, you can start to see the beach there on the left. We'll see where the most busy part is before we start turning back around and heading towards Burrard. But maybe this isn't as busy as I thought, but probably because it's actually not that warm right now. Not exactly beach weather, but given how busy it was back there, I thought maybe it'd be the same here. We'll see. But yeah, exploring cities by Brompton is definitely my guilty pleasure. It's just you go at such a nice chill pace, and you can just see everything that's going on. But yeah, this section right here, the bike lane, like this was like a whole street before, and they basically just closed off the cars. I didn't realize how much cherry blossoms there are around here. Makes a lot of sense. And yeah, all the Roger bikes here to the right are all taken up. And wow. Okay, I just go up to that view to the right, and then we'll probably do a 180 and just start heading backwards. On your left. Two engagement rings over there. Lane narrowing here. And then for the three mountains on the top, or in the north, there's three main ones: Cypress, Grouse, and Seymour. And that's the way, easy trick to remember where they're located, because it goes from west to east cypress, grouse, and Seymour in alphabetical order. So that's how I always remember, because I was always used to be so confused before. This looks like no one here, empty path. All right. So yeah, we'll get a good look over there, and then we'll probably just 180 back. Oh man, this is great. Or actually even down here, this view is, I think that's a probably good spot. Let me show you guys this little thing. And see an iconic Canadian sculpture. So we'll go down in here to this thing. But yeah, people are just like veering off and just enjoying their time here. Yeah, this is English Bay. And let's go take a look at this thing. So this is an Inukshuk right here. You'll probably seen it on some of the like Olympics, Canadian Olympics or logo and stuff. I didn't realize they built one here as well. But that's it right there. Yeah, and then just scores of people everywhere, as well as views of the city in the back. And then that's where we sort of came from and was just walking along here. Oh man, and yeah, I mean, this place is just busy all the time, but like one time it is really notable is when they do the Festival of Lights. Basically they have fireworks out there. They have some barges set up, and then that's when this place gets just completely crazy. And this place is just shoulder to shoulder almost. I remember trying to go to that before, but this is sort of what it looks like. Obviously a really great spot to hang out. Seems like some of the crowds are up there where there's some more shops and things, but I sort of wanted to, actually we can go up there and go check it out first, and then probably turn out after that. But this is sort of what it looks like here at English Bay. So let's go right over there now. So I got my first hill of the day right here. Yes, he's telling that little kid on the scooter to climb up that hill. It's definitely not a very steep hill. Let's just go a bit more down that way, and then we'll turn around. All right. Back onto Beach Avenue bike lane here. And this is a protected intersection here. One that we're finally getting in Seattle on Thomas Street. So those are somewhat common here already. But yeah, these concrete barriers definitely give a lot of confidence. I actually don't know what the long-term plans are for this thing. I know that the Stanley Park bike lanes have been changing a lot. Like they just took them out like somewhat recently. But yeah, I know this was basically they just took a whole travel lanes out for these, which is pretty sweet. And now they seem like a permanent addition. But yeah, I want to just go to this spot where there's a lot of activity before I start heading backwards towards Burrard Bridge. Let's see what's happening here. Oh yeah, there's some famous of these. Here, I'll show you some famous statues since we're here. Oh, thank you. These guys. You might have seen them on social media before. They show all different types of expressions. And yeah, I don't know. I wonder if there's a name for them. And then all the bikes going back and forth, and if you continue along Beach Avenue, you'll basically go right into Stanley Park, and then eventually you'll make it to the seawall, of course, where it's really famously known to ride around and get views, just sort of 360 of everything around. But yeah, we just sit here for a little bit. You'll just see how many people are out here enjoying their day, and then over there, for you sharp eye fans, you'll sort of see like a Seattle Kraken type of sign right there. I don't think it's supposed to be Seattle Kraken, but it's sort of funny to see that S sort of represented here. But yeah, this is what it looks like. Hot dog stand food. Maybe I will grab a hot dog and just enjoy this little area before we head out. Let me show you just how popular it is just on a spring day that happens to be very sunny. So I'm sure peak summer is a different story, but this is more or less what it looks like. But yeah, I decided to just eat my own snacks instead. So after that, let's start heading out back eastbound. Okay. Want some water? It's actually so jarring at first when you ride here because you see this much space and you assume that it's a car lane, but it's actually just for bikes. That's the cool part. So we might take a slightly different road back to the Burrard Bridge, but should be good as we head back here. Oh wow, they are doubling up on that single bike. You definitely see a lot of interesting stuff once you're like in the city around a lot of people. They literally, the front person was just sitting on the top tube. That's definitely one way to transport people. But yeah, you can see like probably a big percentage of the people here aren't on like road bikes, but there's a fair amount of people here that is definitely here for exercise and stuff. But yeah, so this is a lot of the stuff I didn't do as much growing up. All right. Hopefully some kids are extra cautious here.
Okay, let's go.
Alright, on your left. Alright, on your left. I love it. Just little kids riding here is a good sign. It's a really good sign. But yeah, we're heading over to that bridge there. We're gonna cross over and continue our loop. But this detour is definitely well worth it. And I mean, we're not really that far into our ride already, so this area is definitely not that big. And you can take your time to explore and hang out. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think of these videos. I mean, honestly, this was sort of what I was managing for a long while, being able to sort of do videos like this on a Brompton exploring cities. And just this is a bit of a spoiler, but I'm actually going to be heading over to Europe in June. So I'm going to be on a bike exploring. I might not have my Brompton with me, but I'll try to see what I can do. So this might not be the most comfortable way to get to Burrard, but I know this is one of the most direct ways to get to Burrard Street. So let's just do that right here, and then we'll continue on our little tour. There must be another way, but this way I know will get us straight there. But there's no bike amenities here, so I don't know how it works. But as usual, I just sort of feign tourist and just ride here. So from a relaxing ride, I think we went straight into a very urban ride. Yeah. Vancouverites, please remind me where the best place to turn in. It seems like you can just turn in anywhere, but it's okay. I'm not getting honked and I'm not really holding up traffic. But I know Burrard is just up ahead. And we might even pass by some of these cars. Yeah, that was so bad. All right. Thurlow Street. Maybe, yeah, this was the street you're supposed to turn into, Thurlow. Okay. Reminder to everyone else. You can actually just go from down there on Beach Avenue and come to the third low. I think the hill there is steeper. You can see people struggling up that hill, but probably didn't have to deal with traffic like I did. Not that that was bad at all. So TLDR or TL for next time. You can see all the bikes coming up from there, climbing up that hill. So now I'm going to go straight here. On your left, and we're gonna cross over the Burrard Bridge going southbound, and then we'll start keep heading out to start doing this loop. Try to end more or less where we started. So now this is apparently one of the North America's busiest bike lanes, and you'll definitely see why coming through. It's there's two directions, each of them one way. On your left, and just the amount of kids you've seen riding today, I think just inspires a lot of confidence in how these are set up. But this is a bit of a gradual uphill, so on your left. So we're just gonna take our time here. In terms of views, you get a little bit of views from up here, a little bit more of the mountains and of the surrounding areas around False Creek. And then with that, you're pretty much done climbing over the hill. Now we get to descend, over the bridge of the hill. Definitely be able to make sure to look over your shoulder, because it's not that wide here, but the Jersey barriers definitely help to keep it pretty safe here. And so this next section is going to be a bit exciting, because the route I want to do I haven't done before, so you're going to explore a bit with me, as the not tourist that is me will be your guide. So now we're entering into sort of the Kitsilano neighborhood, and this area is also super nice, also with its own beaches. There's Kitsilano Beach, and there's Kits Beach, and there's also Jericho Beach. Really nice. And then it's a very common area to ride, because people ride sort of westbound towards UBC, and that's sort of a nice road loop, because Vancouver is super duper great for commuting and riding your bike, like for practical purposes. For road riding where you want to go faster, there's like less roads that I would say are as open as sort of in the States. But yeah, you see here, welcome to Kitsilano. So it's sort of different in that sense from my basic observations. But I believe here, yes, there's a bike lane here on Chestnut Street, and then we're going to see if we can loop back around over there. But seeing these sort of protected intersections and sort of bicycle one-ways is super common in Vancouver, because it's basically, this city was set up to be pretty much a full-on grid. So the greenways and stuff really work well with that. So you'll see that sort of all throughout. And there's if you just pull up a bike lane map of Vancouver, basically the whole thing is green compared to the likes of Seattle, at least. But Seattle's catching up. So yeah, the signs we're looking for is Seaside. So maybe this loop is actually just called the Seaside Loop. I don't know. But I don't think there's like a formal name for it. Let's just follow the signs and see what we get to, because I think there probably should be a trail for us to follow again that will head us towards east across Granville Island and all those great stuff. And man, there are a lot of these Roger bikes everywhere. That's awesome. I think that might be, let's just go straight. But I think actually no, I think where I just saw is just it right there. So let's go this way. So we're gonna go right in here. So we're seeing a lot of cyclists from here, so maybe this is the connection I can use to head back. Let's see. This is the Museum of Vancouver. Maybe not. Or maybe yes. Let's see. I was expecting... But now I'm just curious to see what's here. Seaside bypass. Okay, there's cars here. I also apologize in advance if I'm taking any super weird turns, but wait, that looks pretty promising. There's also a lot of people biking by here. But sometimes it's nice just to get lost a little bit. It's sort of lost at least. Okay, I think right down there is definitely a section that looks like it. Yep. So let's head down that way and see if we can go. So seaside, straight or to the right. And this is getting real close to Granville Island as well. So yeah, this is it. I think this is it now. Nice, made it back. So yeah, all these boats here, and then Granville Island. I think it's just on the other side of this. So we'll see what we see here. Cyclist dismount construction. Where's the construction is right there. So the one thing I can't do with this Brompton is at least dismount very quickly and start running.
You're not teasing.
Okay. So this is what it looks like here. And my plan, so now we're a bit of uncharted territory for me. Actually, this section I haven't ridden that much, as you can sort of clearly tell. So I think we're done at this dismount section. Let's get back on our bike. And yeah, we see the sort of clear two sections, cyclists and pedestrians here again. So we should be on the same this path again. Nice. So let's go see what we find. I'm presuming this will pass by the entrance of Granville Island, as well as there should be a lot of nice sights just around. So some people need to really watch how wide they take the corners. Interesting. So it just leads you into a little neighborhood too. And this is another hill. Never had a hill in a while, so. Oh man. And the way I got here today, won't be surprising since Brompton, is actually just taking a SkyTrain from Richmond. So that only takes 15 minutes. And it's really easy with the Brompton. You can take your bikes onto the SkyTrain here in Vancouver. There's middle two cars, sort of like the Link. They don't have hooks for you to hang it up, but they just have like this whole section for your bike to hang out without seating. So that's the way to do it. And then we'll just continue on this seaside loop. Okay, so it goes into this parking lot thing.
Yeah, that's right.
And see what we find up next. But yeah, so it's pretty easy to transit around here with bikes, especially if it's a small bike like this one. But yeah, now we're approaching Granville Island, so let's go see some of that.
Get back here.
Yeah, well, good.
Dismount, walk on sidewalk. I guess this is under construction again. Oh wait, no, there's a tiny section still, but maybe not. Yeah, so here, so I'll show you the entrance here. This tiny sliver left of the bike path. Okay, so we're at the entrance of Granville Island. What time were we at? let me show you here as we get here. Now this is also getting super busy again. So this is Granville Island right here. So yeah, once you go in, it's basically just whole loops, and it's ironic how much car traffic there is right now. But yeah, it's a really popular spot. Let's go just take a quick look inside. But yeah, I've never biked here before, so this is actually my first time as well. But this is that whole trail that we're following this time, and then this is Granville Island right here. So yeah, let's go in and see if we can take a quick look amongst all these cars. I know there's a few nice spots right away we can go take a peek at. All right. So keep in mind, I've never ridden in here before, so I don't really know what I'm expecting, but all I see right now is traffic. So maybe this is what to expect, just chaos. Oh wow, this is a lot of traffic. Okay, but I just want to get back to the other side. So my goal here now is just to not get run over, and we're gonna make a left, and then I wanted to show you the main sort of silos here. Probably not a full-on Granville Island tour today, but enough for us to get some good sights here. So after we pass our initial rush, I just wanted to show you this thing. All the bikes here again. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I've been one of the people here that's sort of stuck in these cars trying to find parking here before, but I highly recommend you bring your bike here instead. So let's go and take a look at the main thing I want to show you here before we continue on. Let's go over there. And it's these guys right here. And there's also a bike valet here, I'm pretty sure. I can show you that too. Both are pretty neat. So let's find our way. This guy's gonna go there. We're gonna just peek into here. And yes, let's take a picture here. So these are the giants, pretty well known to all Vancouverites, but they're these giant silos painted as people. So pretty fun. All these concrete trucks, pours, and everything. And yeah, I mean, this whole Granville Island, it's just sort of like this big block full of definitely super artsy, and then up ahead here to the right, just a lot of the sort of touristy sort of shops and stuff you can sort of join in on. And this is turning out to be a very abbreviated full-on Vancouver tour. And definitely on a day like this is the day to do it. So here we are. So next, coming up here is sort of really the main buildings and areas. I think in the back there might be also a good thing to show you. Try not to get run over here. You see this main area here. This is a public market here to the right. All the people, and this is probably the most bustling parts. You can see. And then what I wanted to show you was actually just behind here as well. You can just see all the bikes over here, but I want to show you behind here. This is where the main sort of a lot of people hang out after they get some food or get finished shopping or whatever. Just behind here, because I think this is where you also take, is it called the aquabus? Yeah, the aquabus is back here as well. And yeah, you just see people of all sorts enjoying the outdoors here. So this is as many people as I expected. Amount of people that are hanging out here. So this is definitely an area to check out. And one's going on the aquabuses, seated here, enjoying all the food. It's actually so many people here. It's hard to see maybe, or it's very obvious to see through this camera just how many people are here today. Okay. So this is also a fantastic sort of spot to just get some food, enjoy it, and then sort of just hang out here. All right, so now we gotta get back out somehow. And I think with the bike, it won't be easy to navigate through the building, so I'm gonna go through the way I came. We made it back out here to the pedestrian heavy part of Granville Island. and I just wanted to sort of ride out this loop. You can just see the amount of people here enjoying the stores and everything. Honestly, Granville Island can be its whole own video. If I was actually just trying to show you all the things to see that are around here, there's a lot. Never remember how to get out of here. I think it's pretty sure it's a left and then a right. Yeah, this is the way. All right, so let's get out here. Try to find some room. But yeah, this southwestern section is where all the super public shops are, just basically around the farmers market. So there's more shops here. Don't know if this guy's trying to make a right turn, maybe. All right, let's get out of here. And that's it. I mean, you won't believe how much time you would have to spend in a car to navigate through that. But on a bike, it's much simpler. And we're gonna make a left here. So and off we go. All right. That maneuver probably wasn't as recommended, but we made it out okay. That area is just crazy right now. So yeah, now hopefully it should just be a straight ride back all the way to the start, but that's been a very, very eventful. Even just like a 30-minute loop so far. The only sad part is I haven't seen any other Bromptons yet today. I've seen other folding bikes, but maybe Bromptons aren't as big here yet, which would be surprising to me. I don't see why they wouldn't be. Watch out, guys. Yep. Definitely not enough real estate. Everyone's trying to push it and pass all the time. Bikes up. At this point, some of these corners are basically blind for some of these riders. Nice, we're soon approaching where we started, and yeah, I'm really thankful for these two accessories I have down here. I got the stem bag and sort of front basket bag thing from Benzita. So they're definitely my favorite accessories with this setup, and I definitely got the bag to color match, so that's really nice too. When you can do that. Oh wait, there's a wide section here, so let's go a little bit on your left. On your left, and then seaside. So I guess I should call this a seaside loop because that's what all the signs say. But yeah, I really like the stem bag though, because the Brompton, there's no top tube bottom mount, so having a big bag in the front like this is definitely the way to go. Nice park over there. Yeah, it's not too far, so we're gonna get back to where we started. So Now I'm getting curious in terms of how much those Burrard bikes actually cost. I wonder if it's probably a reasonable amount, I hope. But yeah, it seems like the busiest parts of the day was definitely around Lam Park, and then of course English Bay, and then Granville Island back there was another level. It's very interesting though how this brings you on and off sort of streets. So it's like, how did they just determine all the space? Like they just basically retrofit a lot of this or something, because this probably used to be a travel lane and then now it's just for this path. Or maybe cars are still allowed here. Yeah, I don't know. So there's some, but just with the amount of people here and kids riding about, I can be pretty confident that it's really safe. We got some mini cobbles here. On your left. Check, making sure. Yeah, just keep going. But it's very nice. I mean, for someone that has no exact recollection of this. Oh wow, a lot of bikes here. Wonder what they're lining up for. Looks like a restaurant or ice cream. Bike racks all throughout. But yeah, I was saying, even someone that really hasn't ridden here in a really long time, it's super easy to navigate. The hardest part is really just that Burrard Bridge part probably. Otherwise, you just follow the signs on the ground and the signs that say seaside, and you'll basically be taking on this loop. Yep, definitely seems like there's more people going counter traffic, so that's going clockwise or counterclockwise right now. Ooh, our first Black Beast Dutch cargo bike. Okay, detour ahead. So let's just follow these signs, I guess. Oh, it's completely closed off here right now. Okay, so probably they mean for us to go this way. We'll see how good I am at following detour signs. I think right now this basically brings us to Olympic Village. So I think we'll turn around and then we'll be able to go back onto the path. So at least that's my guess. And yeah, Olympic Village as in the 2010 Vancouver Winter Olympics, when I was still in high school here. Okay. So this brings us out here. Okay, so I think, oh, I see it now. We're supposed to go on this road here. I got it. Yeah, so going over there would lead you right to Olympic Village, but this is the detour here. Seems like they marked out some spot here on this travel lane. So they took that out, added this two-way bike path. So yeah, this is basically a straight shot back to exactly where we started. So let me know what you thought of this video. What kind of thoughts, what you thought was interesting, what you want to see next. I had a really fun time just exploring my hometown with you all, and yeah, really happy to make more of these because yeah, I've been sort of busy to edit videos all the time, but this type of riding and just live commentary is a lot easier to produce. So if you find these enjoyable, definitely just roll over that like button and subscribe, and yeah, all will follow from that. Yeah, we're getting really close to where we started. Detour back to the left. These signs are very good. If it's enough for a complete, for someone that's ridden it for the first time like me to follow, then they get a very good pass. But I think here, let's see. Wait, I may have spoken too soon. I see left, but this is like a sidewalk. Oh, I see. I'm supposed to probably just go on the road there. Okay, I spoke too soon. All right. There's a car coming that way. And then another important thing to all my Seattle friends wanting to come up here to visit Vancouver. Parking here is pretty much strictly enforced that you have to park the way that you travel. So in Seattle, when I first came, it was very jarring to me that you could, on a road, have cars facing both directions on one side of the road. That is not the case here. So this will give you a pretty good indication of how to navigate here. But we're gonna go straight, not run into that Tesla, and go right over here. And you'll see that the view looks very similar to what we started with. So we're just about there now. All right, there it is, Science World. Nice. All right, so I think this is pretty much probably where I'll end the video for today. And yeah, that was an awesome ride. So let's stop right there. All right, so that's where we're gonna end this video for today. Let me know what you thought of my ride here. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next one.